Welcome. We're outside of Cumbie's today. It's getting kind of breezy. It's like at 13 degrees Celsius. It's chilling down. I have two pieces of pizza for breakfast, uh, and and a brownie. But I got the two donuts right here along with my soda. I wanted to first of all tell you that I'm very happy with the morning show. I know it was a little slow today because we didn't have people on the piano first. Today I gotta go home and finish doing housework because I'm in the process of I'm gonna wash my dresses today and some socks because I have access to both clotheslines inside and the outside. I can wash some socks and put them on the inside line so they'll be ready for this week, and I can wash some socks and put them on the outside line. So I can wash all the socks and get them out all together. And I played Brian Kay's um, audition tape for the Clothless Times episode 3 today, so you can hear it. I played my tape, and it's okay, I guess. I'm not quite as good as Brian Kay in this area, but it's not really my forte anyway. Narration is just not. I mean, speaking, I could write fantastic, great banger notation. I mean, everybody knows my narrations are. By the way, I explained to Cumbies that wrapping the individual brownies in pastries makes some sense because otherwise, it's cold season, and people sometimes forget that. And also, of course, kids brownies and cupcakes fresh, and I'm very happy that some people did hear Carmen's message in the before the outro. Carmen actually was one who recommended what it say. So she wanted you to know that she really does like the presentation, what we're doing. So today, me and Sarah are going to be meeting up again. 5 o'clock my time. She wants to talk to the two AIs again, and she kind of missed the radio script because she was taking care of some things in the background. So she said that she wanted to catch up to it. I said, fine, we'll play it when I get home. What's that one thing you may not know? Have you ever have an M1 Mac and you want to use virtual camera OBS? Now, I heard the newest version of the Apple operating system, which is the one after Ventura, removes legacy virtual camera support. So some people may have reported problems with that they had to go into recovery mode and enable that option as a script to enable the camera. Now, I never upgraded to the very newest Mac OS. I'm still using Ventura because my other things like MacWorks is set up for Ventura. So we got the very latest operating system. You're gonna have to go through all those new changes. Is it worth it? Well, I don't know because I use the virtual camera so much to do my work that I really don't know if it's really worth it to change everything. Just have the very latest and greatest just when the first thing comes out of the door. I like to let operating systems advance a few versions before I grab them so that I can ensure that any bugs that are existing can be worked out. And since Apple didn't specifically give the solution to people, a lot of people using OBS were very unhappy because they couldn't get the cameras working. And finally, somebody found out the solution. And the question that came up is, what's Apple's plans? Well, like a lot of things in the computer world, companies come up with great ideas, right? They're always coming up with a great idea. We're going to do, these new great features, but then they, kind of break the ones that people already were using. And instead of saying, oh, if you want to use legacy software, you can just activate this feature and be all set. And in the case of the modern M1 Max, it's not like the old school recovery mode. Now, what is the old school recovery mode? Well, when you boot up, I'll show you this. It is? Yeah, you do the same thing, but it says that you have to go into the DFU, so it's kind of recovery mode, yeah. But it used to be, when you started the computer, and you heard the dong, to hold down the OR button, get into recovery mode. And then you have to go into shell. But if something happened to do that, something like camera support should be pretty easy, That should be something in system settings. Well, that makes sense, right? Because when you go into system settings, it should be right there in hardware. Especially in camera settings. But then, when you look at it, it's really a kernel option. But unlike Linux, it doesn't recompile the kernel when you go into recovery. it triggers an option. So, and then it obviously reboots and enables an option. In Linux, if I had to do the same thing, which is a script, right? You can have certain options in the kernel, like boot parameters. For example, like if accessing a certain sound device, you could give it the base port address, the IRQ, the DMA, and either your Lilo or your Grub configuration file. Now, it sounds like this is kind of like that, but it really shouldn't have to go through that much work. So, the very newest operating system after Ventura, I chose not to go to. Remember how much trouble I had when I went from Mojave to Catalina on the other Mac, and all of a sudden, my 32-bit games didn't work anymore. My controller still worked because it was 32-bit Intel, and I could still 32 and 64-bit Intel, so I could still load the driver on my 2009 Mac Pro. And so, for that reason, I didn't have a problem with the games. Which is kind of making me wonder, should we still get another 2009 Mac Pro? Again, it's educational point of view, because at this point there is no, the $700 with rebate still didn't come yet. Maybe I'll see it by December. But I do know this. No money yet. Okay. Now, I got the candles from Gucci. I put them in my holders. They are just a wee bit fat to fully fit into my holder. But I don't want to just damage the candles. I mean, they're just a tiny bit. And since they're not fire candles, it's a little bit less of a problem. So what I'm going to do, and let me suggest this. What if you use the Prozade glue and the Q-tip, put it around the base of the candle, and then put it in the candle holder so that the candle can still be later removed if you want to later use it on fire candles. I think that is actually a good idea, because you can then, you don't want it in there permanently, you can't get them out. Because if you ever put them in permanently, and you later want to put real candles in there again, you are going to basically end up destroying the candle holders and the electric candles trying to get them out of the holder. I got the candles from Gucci. This is what they look like when you buy them out of the box. They're supposed to be the standard candle holders. Well, unfortunately, they didn't quite fit my glass ones. So we had to be creative. Let's talk about these first. You put your two AA batteries inside here, and underneath is the cover and the screw for the switch, so you can turn it on and off by twisting it. So it didn't fit my standard holder, but I decided to take a chance, and I put this base is still curing. had to glue the base into this holder here. And with the unfortunately, engineers laying on my stuff on the E6000 glue. This stuff is really, really, really ridiculously strong stuff. And the cat is doing what the cats do, jumping all over the place. So what I did was I took this and I glued the base into the holder, and I'm gonna polish out so that it looks really nice and smooth. It dries clear, so it shouldn't be too noticeable. Because it's glass, I can't, use brute force with it because it'll shatter it. It's not like it's a metal holder where I can probably just like shape it with using a mallet and a appropriate piece of wood to place it into the holder. So what I did was I took the E6000 glue. I gave you the wrong number. This is the E6000. This is industrial glue. It's really strong. And so we're going to glue this in. And so we'll see how this holds up. And now, let's get back to the video and where we left off, which would really suck. So, a white glue, even rubber cement, or even a silicone caulk. Silicone adhesive? Yeah. Or rubber cement. Rubber cement would work great. That same strong bond makes it a disaster because you can't get it off without ruining something. I mean, what are you gonna do? Smash the candle holder or smash the candle? Once you get that glue on that candle, you're not going to be able to remove it. It's just going to be there for good. So why are we going to use electric candles and not real candles at the convocation? I can give you two main reasons. One, I don't want to burn the forest down. Okay? If they fall out of the holder and they fall on top of leaves, your whole show is over. Literally over. Is you literally will go up in smoke. Exactly. And the second reason is, if it's windy, trying to light candles is a pain in the ass. If you ever try to light a candle in the wind, you know what I'm talking about. Okay? Does that mean that we can't use a real candle anywhere in the ceremony outside? We usually use the fifth candle to represent so what I'm going to do is, on the way home to CVS, since I got to go by there anyway, I got to find some next CVS. I got to pick up some things from CVS tomorrow. For tomorrow night as well, because that way we can focus and get more of the groceries at the grocery store for the next week. And I don't necessarily want frozen pizza. I'll buy it, but it's not really like my first choice. I'm thinking of something different. I mentioned big chicken. I really actually would like to get some chicken pieces. And maybe get some spices. Maybe some basil. Maybe some garlic. I got black pepper. I got salt. And roasted chicken. Maybe somebody even suggested that you could dress the chicken pieces in like a mustard coating. I never tried that. That sounds different. I don't normally eat a lot of yellow mustard anyway, but I could certainly do it. Or I can take breadcrumbs and put that on top. Maybe make a breading. Maybe use egg wash marinade to hold it on. Place it into the oven and then just bake it for about, if it's cooking legs and thighs. It shouldn't take long, maybe about 30 minutes to an hour, so that the coating is nice and crispy. That sounds pretty good. And I got about $140 in food stamps. So why not? I'm tired of eating instant food. I mean, I don't mind instant food, mind you, especially when it's a really hot day. But it's colder now. I'm not gonna go out as much to eat instant food, so I kind of want to eat more warm meals, And sometimes me and Lumi like to sit down and talk over a nice warm piece of chicken, like, oh, how was this day today? Instead of basically shoving it in the toaster oven for 30 minutes, cover it with foil, and call it dinner. I'll do it, but, I want something different. I do need it. I do need change. So, what am I going to do right now? For right now, for the cash, I'm going to try to go and buy, I got 6 candles. Each one uses 2 AAA batteries. Let me see if CVS has a special on the batteries. In 10 packs. And usually they have buy one, get one for 50% off. You also could get coupons too from CVS. I do usually get them, So maybe you got them on your phone, right? Yeah. So check those out afterwards. Anyway, I was very happy with the morning show today. I really was happy with the way it came out. And we did very well. And so let me give a piece of advice for new YouTubers, the ones that are just starting out, from this seasoned veteran, okay? It's hard work to do YouTube every day like I do. But that's what you need to do. You need to do it every day. Put out new content every day. Now, some people may be better to do videos than live streams for a lot of reasons. First of all, the videos, you can edit them. If there's something wrong, or if you misquote something, or you say something that you later don't want to put out on the air, that's one reason why you use the editor. You can clean it up, make it better. If you are, on the other hand, forget to say something, or your first take didn't come out well, then again, you can do it over. And if you save your takes, maybe part of the take 1 was great, but it just kind of sucked in parts of it. You want to redo it, take the information from take 2 and put it into take 1. Again, the editor's your friend here, because they'll help you to put those together and keep it consistent. Next thing is, when you upload your video, please do not expect it's going to go viral. I know, well, depending on the video, most of the time they won't. When you first start out with YouTube, you're not going to go viral. Don't expect that you're going to come up with a video that is going to be the one that's going to make it possible for you to retire. That rarely happens. It does, but it's so rare, it's not even funny to even think about it. Just be ready for lots of work, lots of time. Do you write scripts? Yeah. Do you? No, I don't. Why? Because I can't see them. No. Maybe if I had the script written in Braille in front of me, because I can read Braille, I could have had the Braille script in front of me. And I'm a very slow Braille reader, so yeah. Right now it's cold out here, so if I had a paper script in my hand in Braille, my fingers would be so numb that by the time I tried to read the letters, I wouldn't be able to read details in the Braille. So no, that wouldn't work either. So a lot of times, I do have to do everything on the fly. And so that's what I do. And another thing about doing videos versus live stream, you can do them when you are free. Let's be honest. It's holidays coming up. Families are getting ready for the holidays. Black Friday, Christmas presents, you know, planning trips to get to see your relatives. Very hard to guarantee you're going to have more than maybe an hour or two in a day. So by doing video, you can do them when you're free. So maybe you're free at 5 in the morning for maybe an hour. So you do your video for 30-minute video, okay? Do your light editing, upload a video. Maybe you decide to just wing it and just upload it straight without editing it. That's fine too. Just be aware that, people can tell if you're not really good at it, because you can see that don't be disheartened. You will get better with time, okay? Don't expect 1 million subscribers right away. That's something that also takes time to grow. Remember, Loom? Yeah, I remember that. And so keep that in mind. There's nothing wrong if you starting out. As you develop your skills, you're going to become more and more proficient with how to set up the shot, the lighting, the scripting, if you go for scripting, the topic presentation. That takes time and doesn't happen right away. But what about seasoned veterans? Well, we have problems too, just like you guys. For example, Noodles is complaining because his subscriber count has flatlined and he's losing viewers. First of all, Noodles, okay, this applies to everybody. When you have that happen to you, and it's for months and months and months, he said this started happening in September. And September is the 9th month, and we're in November. It's the 11th month. 2 months. It doesn't necessarily mean it's permanent, okay? But maybe you should still use it as an awareness that maybe you have to change up your game a little bit. It's holidays now, right? So maybe people would like to see you going into the stores and looking at Christmas presents or looking at store displays. Have fun with your audience, especially if you're doing live streams. For Noodles, live streams is his bread and butter. He doesn't do very many videos. He doesn't do videos that much anyway. I had never really seen him do them. What's the part? The lid. The lid. Yeah, it's in here. There you go. Prego commercial? Yeah, I'm sure it's in here. But yeah, so don't be disheartened. I think I found it. Oh, I thought I felt it. I guess I did. All right. Don't worry, Michele, lids are cheap anyway. I know they're cheap. No. So, I just don't like to throw litter on the ground, Oh, you actually, there's a lady right there. All right, good. I have it. The garbage in the cup, I'm not going to say, I say make cup. But just keep that in mind, okay? Remember, Noodles, one thing. People love, for the most part, this is almost true, always true, people love seeing people doing things. They love seeing people shopping. They love seeing people eating. They love seeing people hanging out and having a good time. They want to be entertained. We're entertainers first and foremost. But one thing for all the other future YouTubers, please remember one thing. We may be entertainers, but we're people too. And that sometimes, well, life isn't always entertaining. Okay? I mean, there are things we have to do as responsibilities that may not be exciting. But that's life, you know? Everyday life stuff has to get done. So, maybe laundry, take it to the car, to the mechanic, bring your kids to the doctors, whatever. That's life. That's what we have to do every day, just like you. And, so we do those things. We cannot always spend huge numbers of hours every day just streaming videos. I don't have servants, and I don't have people to go out there and concierges going and get my laundry off the line and bringing my laundry to the laundromat or all that. I have to do all that. And so I got, to keep that in mind. I have things to do. Plus now with me and Carmen are going to be working on the special samba dance. I have to rehearse for that. I have to get my rehearsals in. I have to know the song. The song is the song I actually wrote. But it's a variation of the song I have never performed in a samba. And so I got to rehearse that with Carmen. And then I have to get the dance routine, the samba routine in and get that nailed down perfect. And then we got to put all that together, maybe using computer generated backgrounds or things like that. All of this stuff is going to take time to do. So if there is no movies tonight. I mentioned why this morning, but this is to say, again, we don't have a movie tonight. But I have got to be busy with rehearsal. I'm going to be busy tomorrow in the evening for more rehearsal. We are having a 3 o'clock show Wednesday because tomorrow I'm going shopping with Krista. So 3 o'clock Eastern time will be the morning show. Okay, then Thursday night, we're going to have World of Warcraft with me, Lumi, and Carmen as well. And, don't give me that crap of, I hate Carmen. Shut up. I know you do like it. At least some of you guys do. You know it's World of Warcraft gaming stream. If you really did not like it, you would not be there. You would have just said, nope, not interested, right? You would have said that. Nope, not interested. But you do. You love it. That's why you watch it. Those of you who are interested. If you don't watch it, that's fine. I understand. Go ahead. Use your own. Then on Friday at 7 o'clock, me and little me and Michele, the other Michele, are going to play Total WoW. I think she's playing separately, but she probably will be on when I'm on. So we'll check it out. And I got to get the latest updates, all the game files for all these versions. Because Total WoW just updated a new launcher assembly program. So I got to get that installed. And it's getting late. Got to get going to the next stop. So everybody, but now, thank you so much for watching this. I do hope that you have a nice day. Stay out of trouble. Okay? Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
In the samba's embrace, she finds her way. Twisting and turning, she won't let things sway. With love for the She